Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Welcome and welcome back to How to Make a TV Show Without a Studio. My name is Imeldha, writer, director, producer, and professional side girl both in emotion and social anxiety. I'm here with Mr. Michael Aloni Honor,
Who is also a writer, director, producer, musician, and has dreadlocks that sometimes makes his face itch.
Yeah. He's like neurodiverse, so obviously it's overwhelming. Not
Yeah.
just because he's a dirty.
No. They're like clean dreads. It's just like sometimes they're itchy. Also, I was like, when I was with a friend recently, I was with Necca and I was trying to describe to her, like, I was like, oh, you know, there's like a neurodivergent thing where it's like you can feel your feet in your shoes.
Yeah.
And she was like,
You're weird.
what? And I was like, no, like, you know, like you can feel that your feet are in your shoes or you can feel your socks.
Yeah.
And she didn't get it. But there's a word for it and I can't remember what the word is right now, but like,
It's a
overstimmy. It's overstimmy. Sometimes
Overstimmy.
having hair in my face. Because for those who know me, you know, this is 2 years in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still overstimmy having all
No,
this
I
hair.
get that. It could be.
Yeah,
It's you're not at that stage yet where you can like have it like pour down your back, so you
Yeah.
just have it back.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I think you like that look where it's like in your face, and you're like,
Yeah, because I'm like so awesome.
yeah.
Anyway,
We are two filmmakers passionate about stories, and we're trying to figure out how to make them and get people to see them.
we are indeed.
So, what is the title of today's episode?
The title of today's episode is How to Cast Your Cast.
There we go.
I feel like it sounds maybe a little bit better in American accent. How to cast your cast. Do you think that sounds better?
No.
Cast your cast. Or cast your cast.
How to cast or cast.
How to cast your cast.
We'd really, really appreciate it if you guys check out some of our last episodes.
Yes.
We talk about lots of different fun and macabre things.
Yeah. Oh my God. Macabre. It's very funny. It's crazy that we've gotten to like episode 7.
Yeah.
It's going really quickly. But yeah, it's been a really nice journey of us talking about overall how we're making a TV show without a studio, how we're doing that independently, and how it all works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to throw a disclaimer out there?
I do want to throw a disclaimer out there, actually. As you guys know, I've been trying to make these candid every single time. But, you know, me and Imelda are just human beings that are very interested in making film and very interested in trying to share the little things that we know from our experiences in the industry and share it to you guys as individuals. But me and Imelda are just two individuals, and our experiences are our experiences, and we hope that we can just be, we hope that we can give you something on your journey to be filmmakers. But we do not believe in 10 steps. We do not believe in 5 steps to success. We believe in reading and making notes and taking those notes and using them to make your own essay. We don't believe in ChatGPT to make essays. We believe in, do you know what I mean? We don't, yeah. Do you know what I mean? We believe in freedom of thought. So
I believe in ChatGPT less than you do.
yeah, I mean, hey, that's a conversation for another day. But I think we believe that we're just here to give nuggets of information. We're not here to tell you exactly how to do things. So we may get things wrong. We may say things that you disagree with, and that's okay. You don't have to agree with us. We don't have to agree with you.
Boom. Makes
Yeah.
the world go round.
Yeah,
Difference
man.
of opinion and thoughts and ideas.
Yeah, 100%.
Difference of perspective.
100%.
So a little bit of a backstory for us. Why did we want to cast after writing?
Ooh.
Because we sort of felt like that was one of the main things that we did after we finished writing the first 6 episodes.
Yeah.
We kind of said that, okay, we want to think about who is going to be able to embody these characters. It was really difficult. If you remember, cast your minds back to episode 1.
Yeah.
And episode 2, we were talking about the hardship of the industry.
Yeah.
And we then spoke about us finding our voice and writing unwritten.
Yeah.
And we then spoke about figuring out how we were going to platform that.
Yes.
And then after figuring out where it was going to go, we were like, who are we going to take on the journey with us?
Yeah.
To be our main cast.
Yeah.
So
It's
tell us a little bit about like what we did.
Well, yeah, I think what we did. I think that it's a really good question, and the reason why I believe we casted is because it's just it's like a rod. It's a rod up the arse, isn't it? Because as soon as you cast, it starts to become really real.
Yeah.
And I think that as filmmakers, you can be stuck in development hell without even having a corporation attached to you, just in your own space going, oh, we'll do this, and maybe we'll work on the script a little bit more. Maybe we'll do this. It's not perfect yet, and we'll do this. And you're just in the space for ages.
Why do you sound like Ben Shapiro?
I think that everything is just like, and everything's fine. Because Ben Shapiro likes films. He does film reviews as well.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, but let's not platform this. Hello, everyone. Sorry to stop the video. We are here to talk to you about my favorite breakfast cereal, Huel. No, I'm joking. The Kickstarter is out. The Kickstarter is out right now. Please share that. Please share that with your friends, share that with your family. Go down to Kickstarter right now. All the links are in the bio and everything there.
Description box.
In the description box. Please go and do that. Follow us on our TikToks, on our socials and all that. And please...
At Hot Honor.
And please help us get to our goal. You know, we're really trying to make this full TV show, and you can help us. You can help us make 6 absolute episodes, which will be phenomenal. So yeah, please subscribe, and please
donate
go to the Kickstarter and donate. Let's do please donate. And
please donate. Oh, please donate. Please donate.
Let's have that one in. Yeah, that's cool.
Amazing.
Usually, you know, once you've written a script or you've written a pilot, you're immediately going, right, now I send it to the corporates, they read it, they tell you how amazing you are, but why they don't want to, and how amazing the script is, and then they ask you if you've got anything else. And then, you know, and then you keep going, and maybe you think maybe to make that film into a short. Casting, do you know what I mean? And then you probably don't make the short because you go for BFI funding.
You apply for BFI funding and then they tell you no, and then you're like,
what? Unless like you know someone that is like on the inside of BFI funding that's gonna like do you a solid. But like, you know, hey man, I'm waiting for my solid if you know me. I'm joking. But allegedly,
who works for the BFI? Hit us up.
Hit us up, man. Like, well, no, hit us up for feature funding. I'm not trying to make a short.
Oh yeah, that is
yeah. Hit us up for feature funding, but not for a short. I'm not trying to make a short. Short for what? But yeah, no, it's the BFI are gonna watch this and be like, just gonna be watching these episodes. Be like, that's fam. You know what I mean? We're gonna walk into the BFI.
We're not gonna be allowed in the building.
We're like,
wanted.
Yeah.
Michael goes to the BFI to work at the BFI library, and he's like, "Oh, it's so good because it's so quiet, and I get to work." And now he's gonna have your face in the poster, wanted.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch,
man. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. God. But yeah, no. God, we're in a silly mood today. But yeah, no. I think that. Obviously, we're saying that in jest, but slightly in jest. But like, that's kind of the way that people make films and then the films die. I felt that we've been really, in the projects that we've made independently, as soon as we've come up with the idea, the next thing you do is you get your money and you get your cast, and because then it's like, it becomes real. Yeah. And like, once you get your cast together and you start like, you know, talking to the agents or meeting with the actors, it really, or doing your casting call, whatever, it really begins to feel real. And then you have that really healthy pressure of like, okay, we're on a moving train now.
Yes.
Because as soon as you start attaching people, then it's like, right, this isn't just an idea in my room anymore.
Yeah, it was starting to become, it's putting it out there. So almost like people will hold you accountable even when they don't know it. And they're sort of like, where's that thing that you were doing?
Yeah.
And it's like, I've done this thing and I'm going to start putting people on board. So I think we weren't just casting, we were also like crewing up slowly and getting our HODs and being like, okay guys, what do you think about this? I wrote this thing. And we were working with our wonderful friend Joe Hobbs.
Shout out to Joseph Hobbs.
Who is our forever DOP. And we presented it to him and we were like, we're doing this thing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
And I think we were excited about attaching actors to these characters because we wanted to, which is also one of the reasons why we wrote 6 first. We wanted to have our actors live with 6 of 12. we wanted our actors to live with the characters, and to be like, oh, I can bring my own spin on this, and we can begin to shape this character's journey together as a cohort and collaboration, because we don't want Unwritten to just be this thing that just lives on the internet for one season, but we want it to continue and become a movement. And we believe that our actors coming on board to really breathe life into the characters and to continue their journeys on is really important. And we had to really diligently try and find those people early on in the process,
100%.
rather than just attaching an actor
100%.
because they've been in, like, I don't know, some upcoming stuff on the BBC.
100%. And also, I think even like a little bit of advice to filmmakers: getting a cast together is also just it's a really good look. Even if you're going to if on an independent front, I think when you get a cast together, I think it really does. Executives go, oh, okay, there's some people here. Once you're able to be like, oh, I know what my faces are going to look like. I know that it is a thing in the industry where people don't want you to cast because they...
No, people don't want you to cast. People want you to have all your shit together and
within,
all your
within
ducks in a row.
Within the system of film.
Of film, People want you to have all your ducks in a row.
Or television,
Yes.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
People want you to have all your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
And then the cast is like the last thing to go on. Like all cast is like the last thing, even the leads.
And you don't necessarily always we were very lucky with Halfway because we had a say in every single person that got casted in that film, which was sick. Yeah. And we were making lists of going, we want this person, we want this person, we want this person. And it happened, which was awesome. But like you don't always get that. And I think, and that was audio. So I think particularly in television, I know when we've been like, like even in development, I've been in many situations where I'd be like, I feel like I would really like this actor to play this. And people go, well, let's just keep it open because, we don't. And And then again, you don't feel like a director or you don't feel like someone that maybe has a vision or an understanding of like, they make you feel like you don't have you don't have the knowledge to know what actors might work for the script that you wrote. I
think the only time you kind of maybe are encouraged to like cast somewhat is when they're like, get a name, get a big name, and attach that one big name to the project.
Which also feels really bad mind, because it's basically like, go and find Idris Elba.
Go and find a famous person.
If you get Idris Elba to be on your project, then like...
Find Leonardo DiCaprio and say, this is the untitled Leonardo DiCaprio project.
Can you get me John Cena?
Yeah,
and it's like...
Oh yeah, okay. I'll just call my mate.
Let me just call my mate Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
Let me just call my mate Dave Bautista. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
hey, mate. Do you know?
I'm trying to get in touch with John, man. Got a movie. Budget's $2 million, and he'll definitely do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's mental.
Exactly. Particularly when these people have force fields.
Oh my god!
Around them.
Yeah, because they're entities. They've got force fields. They've got like 5 levels of protection.
Yeah,
before,
you can even talk to them. It's actually nuts.
It's mental, bro. It's mental. So the kind of like get the fucking A-star actress or actor
to be attached.
It's a trap.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Completely a trap.
It's an absolute trap. Because then you get other actors who maybe aren't as big but are up and coming, and they go, well,
maybe we might need we need a face to this. It's like, I just got this person.
Yeah, literally.
Because I couldn't get the face.
Yeah. Or I didn't want the face. Maybe I don't want an A-list actor on my project.
Because they've got that force field.
That I think is going to work for the project.
Well, I think piggybacking off that, actually, what did we look for in like our actors and all of that?
I was, again, like you said, a couple episodes ago, like I'm really invested in the lore of A Different World. And I think that Debbie Allen took a sinking ship and resurrected it. Do you know what I mean?
Sinking?
Yeah,
Have you watched the first season? That ship was sunk.
That shit was sunk. It was in the ocean.
in the words of...
You know what I mean?
In the words of Judge and Guy, it was booty.
It was booty. No, legit though. Booty is so funny. But no, legit, like, so with that, she took something that was booty and turned it into this, like, iconic television show that I don't even think people are really aware of. Yeah. And I think that what I was really inspired by Say again.
In Britain. I think people are aware of it in
Oh,
America, but I don't think that
in Britain.
people know what A Different World is in the
I
UK.
was even maybe mentioning it on like a global scale. Like people don't necessarily think about it. Like they think about Friends, and I think
Or
they
Fresh
should.
Prince.
Or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's a very good example. Like, I think A Different World is maybe better than A Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I would never have said that before seeing it. But like I think A Different World is. I think it's the upper echelon of television.
We love you.
Yeah, man, bro. And also Teenage Bounty Hunters deserves a sequel. Netflix. Kadeem was in that. But yeah, no. So I think what we were looking for, bringing it back to A Different World, we were looking for that fresh face, new, talented cast of people that like you hadn't necessarily known before or had been in some stuff, but like we were looking for like a wide array of blackness, because the show is we were like, we want to tell a story that is about blackness and the uniqueness, and we were talking about before in the other episode about blackness being freedom, and I think that we were trying to emulate that in our cast. We've got vampires, we've got boy bands from the 90s, we've got Mickey and Ash, who are these absolute mental characters. We've got members of church. We've got people we've got these people from one episode who just come in and are crazy and different, and we're taking stereotypes and we're flipping them on their heads. And I think that we're trying to show a breadth of color. And I think that A Different World did that really well, because it's a massive ensemble and everyone had a really lovely splash of color. So I think for us, it was very much about finding talent and finding new talent, but not just this bullshit, finding fresh talent that we can like kind of box in and utilize. And
well, fresh talent that's not fresh at all.
Fresh talent that's not fresh at all, because they've been in the biggest shows that anyway, for actual fresh talent, not industry box ticking things. Like I don't want to just find fresh talent because it's going to tick a couple diversity boxes for myself. I want to find fresh talent because I really believe in the idea of the Marlon Wayans, the Damon Wayans, the Kadeem Hardisons, the Cree Summers, people that like what Cree Summers was 18 when she started that, and now she is the voice of every black animated thing ever. I think it's the idea of like harboring. I think I'm really interested in like harboring talent, like starting it, finding it fresh, and like that's
harvesting,
not
harboring.
Harboring and
I'm
keeping
taking it and keeping it for
talent.
myself.
Yeah. It sounds like a tycoon.
Talent capitalist.
Yeah, talent capitalist. The movie. But like harvesting talent and like really trying to be like, because we're always talking about there must be kids out here, people out here, older people out here that are like, I really just want to tell this story. I want to do this version of comedy. So that's, I think, what we were looking for. Do you agree?
I do agree with that. I think we were looking for people who were excited to come on board with the journey and be in the same sort of mindset as us, be in the same spirit as us. And we were just kind of like, we're not just looking for people who can say lines really well.
Yeah.
We were looking for people who were like, I'm looking for a community, a family that are seeing the issues and are like, oh, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
What is this? I want to be part of this. Are there projects that will allow me to be, the breadth of myself, the fullness of myself, allow me to do something different?
Yeah.
So that's what we were looking for. And that wasn't necessarily the easiest thing to find,
because you're also talking about style and flavor, and we were,
and people that got it. Like I think we will talk about process in a minute, but like we were looking for people who would get it, and I think our comedy has very particular sensibilities.
100%.
And we are very much a hive mind where we're like, when something is funny and we're going back and forth, it's like boom, boom. But I think joke. I feel like, because of the people that I've been around, I'm like, people don't really get it. But there are people who will be like, yeah. Well, and we're looking for them.
But also, like, we would write it together, and then every time we shared it with someone, they went, that's really funny.
Yeah, and there are people who got things more than others. And people sort of like, oh my God, that joke was so funny. And others were like, it was good.
There are people that got like the obvious jokes and they really enjoyed those. And then there were people that really loved the intricate, weird jokes that we like as well. I can't wait for you guys to see this thing. But I think just as an overall, I think one of the things we were looking for were like comedy actors. We were looking for people that were comedy first, that really enjoyed comedy and wanted to do comedy and could do comedy well. We were looking for people who were open and flexible, who were ready to build something, and like people that were just excited to be a part of something.
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot about like, you know, a renaissance, like trying to start a Black British renaissance, and that can sound kind of scary, but when you talk to people, you go, we're trying to create some kind of renaissance here, and people are like, yeah, I want to do that too. That was part of our process.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about how we did it, because we had these sort of kind of really clear things that we wanted to find.
Yeah.
But they were also quite particular. So we, because of what we wanted to find, we put out casting calls on Instagram.
We did.
And Michael and his massive amount of 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
I was
Shout
like,
out my followers on Instagram.
I was like,
my small
my
team
small
of people.
pool.
Yeah, my small
I was
family.
like, okay, we'll put it out on Instagram. I made these lovely looking casting calls.
Yeah, they were great.
Put them out on Instagram, put them out on Mandy,
Yeah.
which then puts it out on Backstage.
Yes.
Which we sent it into different WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, all the free ways to do it, just like
All three ways.
all the free, didn't cost us any money.
Oh, free.
Yeah,
I thought three, like TH.
Oh, no,
I was
no,
like, what?
No.
But yeah, all the free ways to do it. We were like, let's get this out as much as we can and get people to see this, because if we're looking for fresh-faced talent, they're not going to be sitting on an agent's website.
Yeah.
They will be out in these streets,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
even if they are sitting on an agent's website, if they see a casting call like this,
For real.
they might be like, they might forward it to their agent, or they
real.
might apply and
real.
send an email.
Yeah.
So
we also went. This is hopefully a good tip for anyone trying to make projects. We went on every agency and we just went down and looked at all of the show reels and just went, I like this person, I'm gonna send them an email. Like this person, I'm gonna send their agent an email. We went to drama schools. And drama schools usually have like a list of who
I don't know whether it's.
are.
I mean, I think RADA and Lambda do that.
Yeah.
Where it's like graduating class of 2017.
Arts Ed do it as well. There's a load of
We went everywhere to find people
and just went, oh, this person looks cool. That person's funny.
So
people that we've worked with before, just like going, oh, you know, let's just throw this out and be like making a TV show. What do you think?
So we wanted, again, to find new raw talent that weren't necessarily shielded by bureaucracy or their agents. Because sometimes I feel like that stops people from like putting their best foot forward.
Yeah, particularly, I think particularly the people that have been in bigger projects, or the people that, because agents are working to kind of carve out a lane for those actors. And I think if they've got the big Netflix show or the big, you know, HBO show, or they're in the Marvel movie, it's harder to get in touch with them because they're trying to.
They're on a trajectory.
Everyone's trying to hit Hollywood, aren't they?
Yeah. And I think that we were like, okay, who are the people that are super excited to be a part of something like this?
Yeah.
And so we sent out casting calls.
Yeah.
We got like shit loads back. We got like 300 plus.
Yeah.
Emails.
Yeah, that was just emails. I think we maybe.
It was nuts.
I think maybe over 1,000 people applied.
Yeah.
Which is mental, because when we did Purple in 2018, with not even an inch of the experience that we had now, Purple again was about 4 girls with superpowers, and superpowers were a metaphor for mental health issues. We put that out and we did the same thing, and that was, I think it was like 4,000 people were like, and because all of the characters were girls, it was just so many people, which that experience and this experience has really taught me that, like, you know, people want to work, man. People want to like get into work, and and there's so many people and so much talent out there where people are like, hey, people were sending us emails 4 times over, bro. Like, people are doing that today. They'd be like, hey, I'm gonna send this to you, and I'll send it again, and I'll send it again. It's like, we saw you. Don't worry, we're gonna get in touch.
Yeah. So we went through every email, every application. We looked at everyone, wrote their names down. We responded to everyone. We watched every self-tape and every show reel. So we basically got people to express their interest.
Yeah.
Had a look at their show reels. or requested show reels, requested like tapes of some sort. And then we said, okay, hey, do you want to self-tape for this?
Yeah.
They sent us self-tapes. We watched those self-tapes. We shortlisted the ones that we really, really loved and thought that understood comedy. And then we watched every single self-tape, and then we shortlisted again.
Yeah. We did.
And
God,
then
it was like
that was like a month of work. It was more than a month, I think. It was a lot, because I had to create a system on Microsoft Excel.
Yeah.
With like what we were engaging with, and the emails, and how they got in contact with us, and who they know, and if they don't know anyone, if it was just an email, where they saw the casting call. Was it through WhatsApp? Was it through Instagram? Mandy? Was it through Mandy? Was it an agency that got in contact with us and said, hey, I saw that you were casting for something. Do you want, we've got a few people on our books, and we had to look through all of these different things.
Which happened quite a few times as well.
So it was like it was a really long, extensive process, and I think it made us really diligent, and we were really focused on finding the people that had the right spirit. So we were really shortlisting, and we responded to every single person that we could. We had people that weren't really paying attention to what the casting call was. Which is quite annoying when you put out you're looking for black actors, and you know, like the whitest of white people are going, hey, I would love to play this black man in this, and it's like, did you read it? Yeah. But again, I think it's only annoying. Or even like black British based. Yeah. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. Well, what are you doing? Yeah. But it was just like, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, but it's like, are you gonna be able to come here to audition? Like, Are you gonna move over to the UK? But maybe they will. I mean, it's just like, I think that is maybe less annoying for me, but I think it's more the white man applying for the Nigerian role, and like, because it just feels like they're not reading it. And I think, but I think also we got quite a lot of that, because the characters that we were presenting to people didn't seem like the usual black characters. So I think when you go like leader of a boy band, I think there were a lot of white guys that were going, oh, I'd love to do that. I am a leader of a boy band. Without reading that. Oh no, like, no, we're thinking about like Omarion, we're thinking about like Boys in Motion, we're thinking about Boys to Men. Like that's kind of where we're thinking about. Do you know what I mean? And I think that didn't cross them. Didn't compute. Why didn't we use a casting director? Because I think I can imagine someone listening to this is like, why? Because obviously we were also producing it and getting in contact with our crew and trying to do pitches and all that kind of stuff. So it was a lot of work on top of what we were already doing. And someone could easily say, why would you not just outsource that? Because that's what casting directors do, essentially. I think there's like two main reasons, but the first one, the most important one, is I think that it's really important for both of us. We're creating a company. We've created a company. We're trying to create a renaissance. We're trying to create a culture. We're trying to kind of define a new way of doing things. And sometimes, in my personal opinion, I believe that I think casting directors are amazing, but I think that a lot of the casting directors in Britain, when it comes to black roles, I think that they do great jobs of getting people the roles for the movies and television shows that you're seeing right now. But the movies and television shows that you're seeing are not the things that I'm even trying to create. I think a lot of the stuff that we're creating has not been done in Black Britain. So I think that those casting directors don't necessarily always have. I maybe have a distrust or a worry that they're going to be able to understand exactly what we're trying to look for when it comes to our characters, and not even just, and I think that sometimes people can just like base that down to a cultural thing, but I don't even think it's about culture. I think it's about like genre, and like, could you see a black person be doing this thing, particularly when we're in an industry where number one, we don't see it on the screens, number two, we don't see it in the scripts, and number three, and the likelihood of these casting directors actually seeing it in their daily life to even be able to go, this kind of person in my life, is 0 to 1. They won't really. And also then like, because there's no black British experience, there's no black British examples, when you then give the American examples, they haven't even seen those. So I think there's a little bit of distrust there. But I think maybe there's 3 points. I think there's distrust. The second point, I think, is I'm really
I'm really interested in me and you kind of cultivating
Cultivating it.
talent
Yeah.
ourselves. And third one, they're really fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Or they're too expensive for us at the moment.
Yeah, too expensive for us, I think. Yeah, couldn't afford one. But also, even if we could, I think we would still want to be able to have a personal connection with the people that have applied.
Yeah.
Because if they weren't right for these particular roles,
Yeah.
we still want to have them in our, world.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, actually, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
You might be really good for something else.
Which
Or
is such a good
I
point.
don't just want to make this one project. I actually want to do some other stuff later on. And I remember this guy or I remember this girl and going, yeah, they'll be right. They'll be perfect for it.
Which again is a really good point because one of our ambitions with our company and with our work is we want to be a talent incubator, and we want to be able to start to, again, like harvest talent. And to be able to do that, you've got to start on your own. And me and Imelda aren't ever scared of getting our hands dirty. So instead of
I love it.
Do you know what I mean? So instead of just being like, oh, I'm gonna just go and ask this person to do it for me, I want to be involved. I want to talk to the actors. And I think that, again, like, this isn't just a little disclaimer. We are building a company. The intention is to build a talent incubator. The intention is to one day have our own building and be our own Disney or whatever. So with that comes lots of tentacles. I'm not saying that everyone has to do this. I'm not saying that, like, you have to go without a casting director. It's just for us, and with the nature of what we're doing, it felt right to be in the room and to cast. And that shit makes us excited. This is all we do with our lives. Why wouldn't I spend my time looking at my cast and going through each person and being like, oh, I like this person, I don't like. I believe we're capable. And I believe we found really great people because of it.
Yeah. So, after we found some of the people that we liked in terms of their self-tapes, and we were like, oh, we would definitely want to see them see them again. We then held some in-person auditions.
We did,
where we invited all of our potential characters down.
How did the auditions go for you? How did you find the auditions?
I loved it. I think I've been in audition rooms before, but I've never been in the audition room in the capacity of being a director.
Right.
So it was really interesting to see how people physically embody the script and the writing that I've written that I will then direct.
Yeah.
And I think the way you, because you've done auditions before, the way that you do auditions is something that I admire.
Okay.
Because you don't just, it's not as cold. And I remember we were having this conversation afterwards going, I'm maybe a bit more cold and traditional in the way that I might have thought to do an audition. Yeah. Whereas you're a little bit more freeing and immersive. Yeah. And I respect that a lot because I think it makes the actors feel a lot more comfortable. Yeah. And I think this is my opinion, but I think that sometimes the way actors are like kind of maneuvered in this industry, or how they're told to maneuver, is as if they don't actually want to act. Yeah. Like, we're very precious with actors as if they don't want to act. Yeah, but it's like, they like this.
They like it.
They like acting.
Yeah, for real.
So get them in, get them to do the thing, get them to read, but then also, why not give them a bit of direction? Yeah, man. Why not say, oh, hey, how do you feel about doing this?
Yeah,
oh,
man.
Why don't you try it like that? And I think actors like doing that,
for
unless, we're living in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've just sort of forced these group of people to be this thing that they don't want to do. Because you feel like, oh, don't get an actor to do. And it's like...
Why?
But isn't that what they do?
Do you know, I think, like, we were talking about this before, but like... I feel like people are really mean to actors, and I think that maybe because of the way that I came into directing was like maybe through acting, and like also I'm a very kind of like actor director, like I'm really like interested in like the process and feeling it with you. And I also have ADHD.
If you know Michael, he will get down on the ground and look you dead in the eye and be like, yeah, what do you think? And that's like, for my social anxiety, I'm like, bruh, I am not doing that. I'm like, You know,
But
I'm
also,
more like esoteric. So what do you think?
but also like we've written our scripts from those same energies that we
Yeah,
have, and
yeah.
all of that energy and those spirits are in the script.
Yeah.
So like
Which is hilarious,
it's
I
only
think.
right for me to be able to get on the ground and look at the person in the eye, and for you to be esoteric and sit in the chair. I
Yeah.
think that's how the work is going.
Esoteric and sitting in a
But I
chair.
think that's how like the work is going to be able to like blossom.
Yeah.
But I do think that people are really horrible to actors. I think I've got lots of friends that are actors that talk about audition processes being horrible, and I think we were saying that like we did our auditions and there was so many black people there, and it was like really nice to just go down and call them in one by one, because we did that ourselves, and not just get an assistant to go and be like, okay, you're in now. It's like, go in, hello, I'm the director, this is Imelda, and then you'd see everyone just like talking and chilling and feeling comfortable, and I was like, this is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, I would love to continue to create and cultivate spaces where people can feel comfortable to come and audition. So even if you don't get the role, you're like, I had a really good day and I enjoyed what happened on that day.
Yes.
That makes sense?
But also hopefully it's good for people to have learnt something or been around other actors that maybe they have seen before or they haven't. And I think that for me, I feel like that's really, really important. So overall, like I really loved the audition process.
Yeah.
We did it over one day.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to really cut down. We didn't want to bring in like hundreds of people on the audition day, like it was some sort of X Factor situation.
Which we've done before. We did that for the purple ones, which were like,
that was like, over like a long time.
I think it was like a week.
Yeah.
Or maybe 5 days.
Yeah.
Of like,
it was a long time.
And
I was only there for like maybe, I want to say it was 2-3 days.
2-3 days, yeah. And also like when we did it in the top of a tortilla in tortilla burrito
This is
restaurant.
the guerrilla filmmaking you're talking about. Michael went into Finchley Road.
Yeah.
Was it Finchley Road?
It was Finchley Road, yeah.
Going, hey, can we use the top of your... But it was like you and
Well,
Rich,
me and Rich had done it before.
Yeah.
So me and Richie had asked this woman who was lovely and manager, shout out, I forgot her name, but she like gave us like free burritos.
Yeah, she's like, you can use the top, but you have to have tortilla.
Yeah. So we just asked
day.
our actors if they were hungry to get a tortilla, and they would. And like we did our auditions upstairs in this burrito restaurant, and like it was awesome. And like, but we were there for like.
Yeah, you were there for a while.
We were there for like five days, and I think we probably saw close to like maybe 800 people, and like
in the room.
Over the 5 days.
800 people over the 5 days.
Yeah. I think it was something mental like that, because it wasn't even like they weren't 4-hour days. They were like 7. Like they were like 7-8 hour days, because we'd have like the lunch break in the middle and shit. Like it was a long day. But yeah, man, I think that you can't even begin to be with whatever the number was. You can't even begin to like really do your best work if you're just going this person and then this person and then this person and then this person. But I think because of uni and how auditions you would work there, you know what I mean, you'd see like the majority of your year come and audition for the place because everybody want to do stuff, and you'd be like, okay, cool, write notes. And then I think it was just like that. But to be able to kind of like do a lot of that in the self-tape process was, I think, liberating, but also harder, because I think making notes on self-tapes can be really difficult when you can see potential in someone, but then you're like, should they get a call back for the potential, or do you know what I mean? It
was hard.
So difficult.
It was really hard. I think we had to find a benchmark and then work according to that benchmark.
Yeah.
Which was tricky, like benchmarking. So I think it was really tricky, because I think people were giving such different things.
Yeah. And it's so difficult when people are fucking awesome, but they just don't fit the thing that you want as well.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing I hate the most about auditions, when it's like, because I go, I just want to put you in something. Yeah. But it's like, I'm either going to have to write something.
Should we create a role? It's like, no, you can't create roles for people.
Yeah. When we haven't even shot the thing.
We haven't even shot the thing.
Yeah,
you need to find the people. And it doesn't mean that it's, I feel like Louis Welsh, you know, it's not the end of the road here. Yeah. Like, this isn't the end. Yeah. But we will see
You're still a pop star.
We will see you again at some point. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's a no for now. Do you know?
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, I think particularly with the characters that we were trying to kind of create, you know, we were looking for weirdo black people.
Facts.
And we were looking for
in character.
Yeah. And I think we were trying to. I think the people that were attracted to the series, when we whittled it down to like who was kind of really, really great with the self tapes, were people who maybe saw something that they connected with.
Yeah.
And we were creating something fringe
Yeah.
that also attracted fringe.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that like that's something that I felt I hadn't necessarily seen before
Yeah.
in Black British comedy spaces on screen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it was just really, really beautiful because our particular characters, you know, Ash being kind of like this emo, kind of like slightly high-strung,
Yeah.
angsty person,
Yeah.
and Mickey being this kind of like
With a warm
with
heart.
with a warm heart that's like covered in tin.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And then we've got Mickey, who's this kind of like disheveled, like erratic animator. I can't remember how I described him. I think in the pitch, I think it was like an ADHD sparkle or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, like a firework.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's like insane.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
To be able to get people that could embody that in a funny way, but also
Take it further.
but also be able to be like, oh, will they work together?
Yes.
Does it make sense for them to
Yeah.
be together?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that was it was a lot of like mental gymnastics,
Yeah,
and a lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
forecasting,
Can
and
this work here?
can this
work
work?
here?
Yeah. So
And like thinking about like the progression of the thing, because the whole point of Unwritten is that God willing it goes for a number of seasons, and we are trying to see the progression of where we feel those characters can end up as well. So you got to think about, will these actors be able to take our characters to that point where, you know, in season 8 they're like completely different people to where they are now.
Yeah. So I think, you know, it was like looking for actors that could embody these characters and their characteristics that we wanted them to embody,
100%.
as well as being funny.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings me on to my sort of next point, which is a lot of what we saw was drama.
Yeah.
Actors doing drama performances.
Yeah.
It's like, is this script not funny?
Yeah,
like, I'm
yeah,
so
yeah.
confused why I'm getting a dramatic monologue about this right now.
Yeah.
Because it says comedy, surrealist genre blending comedy.
But
why are it's giving, you know, Casualty.
But then again, it's really simple.
You know, Holby City.
And then it's also like
Waterloo Road.
It's also really based on like trying to, if you understand the comedy or not, because there's one of the audition pieces was like, you know, Mickey and Ash are writing, just like in one of our episodes, Mickey and Ash are writing.
And they're yelling at each other.
Writing a script, and they're yelling at each other, and they're digging at each other about like who's a better filmmaker.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? One of them is indie and one of them is commercial. And the way in which they're digging at each other, we were writing it together and just finding ways to cuss each other. That would be so funny. And I could see how you could take that and make it like more dramatic or more emotional, but it's just erratic. And I think that sometimes, you know, there's these specific emotions, but I think we don't see enough in film that are attached to Black people, and maybe also because of like our parents, and you know, sometimes depending on what communities you come from, but if you're African, sometimes erratic behaviors are only like all right for parents. Do you know what I mean? But not all right for children. And I think that like and I think that we were writing some like erratic or depressive or like, you know, like depressive jokes, self-deprecating jokes, and like that being like hilarious, like, but also like it's self-deprecating, it's not depressing. And I think that those are just two examples, but I think there was a lot of that people were kind of taking in a dramatic way rather than in a thing. But then also I think that like when you think about the history of Black British comedy, it's very small, man. Like who we champion in our country to do a comedy, like we've got like Desmond's, we've got the Lenny Henry Show, we've got Little Miss Jocelyn, and then you have like the comedians, you know, like Kojo.
Well, I guess I'd argue that Lenny Henry and Little Miss Jocelyn are comedians.
Well, no, but I mean, like you have those are television. Then you have like the comedian circuit, like Eddie Caddy and like Mo Gilligan, and you've got that space, and then you've got the internet people like Tommy and Don't Jealous Me and stuff. And I think that's kind of the history of comedy, but there's not a lot of it in television.
Yeah, I think that like, I don't know, it sort of begged me to question like, is comedy as respected as drama in this country? Maybe not, because we have a history of theatre and drama and prestigious sort of like acting that takes real chops, and
Yeah.
you know, you train at these kind of schools, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
train
yeah,
at
yeah.
this, and you do this very like respected sort of entertainment whatever.
Yeah.
But I just think that comedy maybe is like being a jester
Yeah.
isn't like seen as like a serious craft.
Yeah. Or it's just one form of comedy, but like
What do you mean?
being a jester is one form of
Oh
comedy.
yeah. I think that like I don't know whether like people think that there's any art to being a jester,
Right.
or
Right.
art, like craft to being
Yeah,
a jester.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you have to actually think about these things. Like
Yeah.
comedy isn't like easy to do, nor is it easy to act.
Yeah.
And I think I maybe saw that during these sort of audition process where sort of like you're giving me a drama,
Yeah.
and I don't know why I want to cry right now watching your tape or seeing your audition.
But
You
also,
know, but then also I think the nuances of comedy as well. I think certain people like. I was amazed by some of the talent that I saw, and I was like, yes, these people understand comedy so good. But then also I think I was sort of taken aback by some of the people that maybe didn't get the comedy. I was like, oh, I don't know whether you found this funny. And if you didn't find it funny, then I don't know how you're going to perform it.
But also there's this really interesting thing that happens where like you watch your comedy piece that you're really, really vulnerable about being told in a dramatic way.
Yeah.
And you immediately go, I'm not feeling any of your jokes. Oh my God, this is shit.
Yeah, oh my God.
Do you know what I mean?
You're like,
and if
I'm a terrible writer.
And if you've seen that happen like 10 times in a day
In a row.
and you haven't found anyone that's made you laugh, you go, bro, like maybe I'm just terrible.
Yeah.
But then when you do get the audition that's like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, no, maybe it does work. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's it's this weird tussle.
That's hilarious.
As well.
No, it's true. I definitely feel like, that's definitely how it was feeling. But I'm super excited because we did cast a lot of our
We
people.
casted some brilliant,
And
like
I'm really
everyone
stunned by it, and excited, invigorated.
And we will at some point be sharing that with you guys, either on our Kickstarter or maybe there'll be an announcement further down the line. But yes, while I say that, please do donate to our Kickstarter. Please do share this with a friend.
Yeah,
Please
it's up and running, guys. Honestly, we're so excited to be on this journey with you, and we're so excited for you guys to see more of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So please donate to our Kickstarter. The link is below.
Because I really do believe that we've cultivated some brilliant talent, some brilliant new Black British talent that I think are hopefully going to be characters that you guys are going to be able to love and hopefully want to see every week and click on and be like, oh, can't wait for the next episode, can't wait. And hopefully that can be a relationship that we can cultivate for years to come.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
I think it
was an amazing process to cast it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we have casted it. I'm obsessed with the people that we've chosen.
Yeah, me too.
It's really bad because I'm like, oh my God, I want to be friends with everyone.
Yeah, for real.
And it's like kind of lame, but also like...
No,
like,
but like genuinely,
I want to
like,
be friends with everyone.
I want to sort of be the
you want to come to my
friend.
house for dinner?
Yeah.
But I feel obsessed with everyone, and I'm 100%. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited to get started. It is time for Encouragement Corner.
All right.
So Michael's going to throw us a beautiful encouraging quote to take us out.
Yeah, I think I'm not really sure what my encouraging quote is going to be today because I think
give us a song.
I think that it could be. How am I going to make this work? I've got Around the World in my head by Daft Punk, and I don't know how that's going to work it in, but I'll work it in. I think
Around the World, around the world.
Those
are the only words.
Yeah, so I think that
those are the only words.
I think the reason why that's coming to my head is because I think that there's a specific way of that comedy was done in this country. A comedy and casting was done in this country and in this industry. I think that we found it to be really, really difficult. And I think that instead of just getting stuck in the industry, we went, we're just going to do it ourselves and we're going to break out. And I felt like this idea that, you can think about it not from just a national concept, but a global concept is maybe where then you can find phenomenal cast members. So maybe that's where Around the World comes from. But I think
So you've been go around the world.
Yeah,
Think about
man.
things from around the world.
Yeah, like really
Change
like
your perspective.
change your perspective. Look outside of you, and I think again, I think I think we keep coming back to this point, but continue to like really, I think continue to believe that it can happen, even if it hasn't happened yet. Create a new world. And I think that just because people are going to look at you and they're going to look at you like you're crazy because you didn't go to the casting director. They're going to look at you like you're crazy because you say that you're going to put your TV show on YouTube. They're going to look at you like you're crazy because you say that, you know, you're going to write it and direct it yourself. They're going to look at you because you're crazy because you're green. Like, I think that those things can all be really oppressive, and they can sometimes be hidden under this kind of like gaze of, we're here to like support you and do things in this particular way. But I really believe that, like, you know, like there are so many people out there. There are so many talented people out there that are waiting for your script, or they're waiting for your story, or they're waiting for your musical. So like, go and find them, man. You know, and like we have the power to go around the world using the internet. And I think I made it work.
You found it.
I think I found it. So around the world, around the world, around the world, around the world. Is that it?
Yeah.
How does that song start?
That's it. Around the world, around the world, around the world, around the...
Everything's gnarly. Not
All right, enough. Thank you, guys. Please donate to our Kickstarter. The link is below.
Yes.
Or check out our other episodes and
Yes.
stay tuned for our next one. If you like our vibe, subscribe.
Yes.
Join the community. Stay involved. Follow us. We're doing this thing with everyone.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it anyway. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and shout out to Buster Gut Productions for sponsoring this episode.
That too. Thank you, Buster Gut.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
What do you think?